Leeds 3, Chelsea 1. I said if we drop points in this game, the Arsenal result means nothing. And it didn't mean anything to me, to be honest. I said this. I argued with a friend and I told him I'm more worried about Leeds than I am about Arsenal. He asked me why. This is why. Funny, he even asked me, why do I bother watching? I don't know. Why do I? Why do I bother? Like, I know what's going to happen. Why do I torture myself like this? Why? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. But it's weird. I read a comment today that said that Chelsea is the type of club that make Barcelona look like Leeds, but then make Leeds look like Barcelona. Like, the inconsistency of that is alarming. I mean, or where do I even begin? I honestly, this game is a shining example of how hazardous our recruitment is and how it's been for the last few years. Looking at this, and especially during the Christmas time, like we always crumble around this time. It's not even about if we're in a title race, it's just about how long we can stay in a title race. Because here's what happens. Come Halloween, we're in a title race until Christmas. We fall out of that, and then we spend the next year pretty much crawling to top 4 because we struggle to make that comfortably as well. So expect us to, fall down the table and then climb our way to top 4, and then everyone will make it look like it was a successful season because we got Champions League football again and again and again, basically, just like last season. Pretty much, that looks like what this season is going to turn into. I mean, let's get into the game, right? Let's look at the lineup. The lineup, to be honest, I saw Chalobah at right back, and I already knew where this was going. The lineup was very unbalanced. I thought the lineup was quite unbalanced. You had Kukurea at left back, then you had Chalobah at right back. Like, immediately I knew we were going to suffer down the right hand side, and we did. We suffered down the right hand side. Every goal we conceded pretty much came from our right hand side. We suffered. That was where we were most vulnerable throughout the entire game. And one thing I never understood, I understood why Gusto didn't start. I understood why Reece didn't start either. Because again, they just played against Arsenal. Maresca needs to keep his players fit. 2 games a week. You need, rotation is necessary. I get that. But if you're going to play a centre-back as a right-back, then why not pick the centre-back who's most suitable for that role? And the one who was most suitable for that role after Gusto and Reece has not gotten any minutes. Like, where's Josh? Don't get me wrong, he's not a jewel in the crown, but if you're not playing Reece or Gusto and you need someone to play right back, he's more suitable for that than Chalobah is. Chalobah looks completely uncomfortable in that role. That's not a role for him. And immediately when the game started, we couldn't keep a hold of the ball. Every time we had to play it long, and then they would just win it back, and then they would just progress the ball forward and attack us again, and then we had to clear it. And it was just, we could not keep a hold of the ball for 10 seconds. We couldn't. We really couldn't. And lo and behold, we can see the corner, and already Gittins loses his man. Delap has to chase him. João Pedro's somewhere ball watching, I think, and now they've already scored. And I'm not surprised. I was not surprised. And immediately right there, the game was done. For me, the game was done. Because Leeds, that's all they needed. That was all they needed. They didn't need to score again. I just thought, okay, you know what, that's all over. The game's done. They just need to sit back. We won't threaten them. We created one chance in that first half. And it was a weak shot anyway. Good bit of play between João Pedro and Delap, but that was it. I think that was the only good thing those two did together. And I guess there was another chance in the second half from João Pedro to Delap, but he skied it. So we did nothing. Not a lot of good came from them, but not a lot of good has come from either of them this season. Period. And then for a throw-in, the players throughout the game looked uninterested, static, robotic, lethargic. Like, Enzo was the only person that played with any heart, like from the start to finish. And I feel bad for him because the ball came off him, and from a throw-in, the ball came off him and it got to a Leeds player, and then he passed it to Naka, who hits it from just outside the box and scores the second goal. I feel bad for Enzo because I think some people might blame him for it, but Enzo Fernandez was the only one out there that was actually trying. He looked like he cared. He was the only one that played for the badge out of anyone else there. Like, I felt bad for Sanchez because he was put under a lot of pressure, especially for the third goal. Like, I don't know what was going on between Gusto and Tosin at the back. Like, one of you should have just cleared it. Like, one of you should have just cleared it. Just clear it or kick it out for a throw at the very least. Because I don't know. There's no. Like, where's the communication? Tosin is standing. His body language is passive, not ready to receive the ball, and by the time he does, the Leeds player is onto him. He loses it, and then lo and behold, Calvert-Lewin scores. I mean, before that, yes, changes were made in the second half. The lap went off. Actually, no, he went off later on in the second half. What's his name? Pedro Neto came on for Esteval, who was ineffective. Pedro Neto came on, got a goal back, and it looked like we were. And to be fair, it looked like we could actually get back in the game. Palmer came on, he almost scored. He unlucky, and it was one of those goals he normally would score, but he didn't. It was close. Enzo, I think he created a chance for João Pedro, but I think it was offside. I already mentioned the Delap chance. It looked like we were actually getting back into the game, and then the shenanigans for the third goal happened, and it was over. It was over. So, going into Bournemouth now, I don't know. We should win that game. I think, given the players that were rested that are going to play, I do expect us to win that game. But our season, I might as well write it off because I know exactly what's going to come from this. I know what's going to come from this. Like, even from the Arsenal game, I told so many. I didn't tell anyone actually. I just listened to a lot of people hype up Chelsea and get excited and ask, are Chelsea in a title race? Are Chelsea challengers? It took us 3 days to answer that question. 3 days. No, we're not. What if we had 11 men against Arsenal? What if we had a full squad? What if we didn't get a red card? Chelsea are nothing more than if, buts and maybes. But the absolutes are the same. Mediocre.